Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today. I don't know why. Thank you to everyone who has been supportive so far. I really do appreciate. I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. I'm going to make it as simple and as easy as possible. Enjoy it. So the first thing I'm going to do is prep my face with my MAC Prep and Prime, as you guys all know, and let it dry. And yeah, and then I'm going to prime my face with my elf primer. I'm going to apply it on my T-zone and then to every other part of my face. So I'm starting with my forehead and going all over to every other part of my face. Yeah, and now I'm going to use my Matiffier. I recently got this Stay Matte from Rimmel. And I think it's a very cool one. I actually used to use Ponds before, but I decided to switch a bit to this one. As you can see, I'm applying in every part of my face that could produce oil, and I ensure to put it in very well. And that's my Corrector Girl. I don't know why I like Girl, because it's affordable and it's very effective. So I'm trying to cover my eye bags, because I don't know why they're so obvious today. So I'm trying to use the corrector to cover that up, and by blending. I also applied the corrector on my lip area because it looks a bit dark, just to make sure that I don't have discoloration when I apply my foundation on my face. So that's me blending my corrector to every part of my face where I've applied it. Today I recently purchased 2 new foundation from Marykay, like the new brands, the 3D Timewise, and that's the darkest shade, and the other shade is Ivory. So I'm kind of mixing the two together to see the outcome. So that's, I've actually mixed it in my pan, and I'm applying it on my face. As usual, I always start my foundation by building. So I start from a portion of my face and then I start building into every other part of my face. That's what I'm doing today as well. I'm trying to build it. I'm going to kind of do a review of this foundation some other time, because actually I use my Marykay, but this is my first time using the Timewise, and I'm actually now using the first, like, a new product. So it's all new to me in a way, not so new, but it's kind of new to me. So I'm going to do a review on this foundation probably some other time, and how I think, yeah, you can use it and you can use it well. So this is me mixing the darkest shade. This is the numbers they use for this one is quite different from what they use for the one for the medium coverage, which is 607 and 708. So this is me applying to every part of my face. Now I'm going to highlight my face using Elegant concealer in Fawn. Going to highlight my brow bone, very important. This routine is me doing my skin work first before my brows and my eyeshadow or anything. So me highlighting the points where I want to pop my nose, and as you can see, my hands are getting straight with my nose. Yeah. So under my eye as well. And if you notice, I don't apply so much concealer because I don't want my face looking weird in a way. So I just apply little and I ensure to blend very well. So this is me applying under my eye again, just going over it and applying to my nose side. Yeah, just trying to ensure that I get what I want. And then I blend. I'm using a beauty blender. I can't remember where I got it from. I got it from somewhere in Yaba, Ozone to be precise. One of the beauty stores in Ozone, in E-Center. Yeah, that's where I got this beauty blender from. And I added a little water to it to make it damp. Then I used it, and I'm using it to blend my concealer now. And as I've always said before, it's very cool when you blend properly. Blending properly ensures that your makeup comes out really nice, because if you do not blend properly, it will look like you're just sticking something on your face, and it shouldn't be like that. It should look as flawless. Your makeup should look as flawless as possible. So that is me blending. I'm going over it again. Even after I blend now, I'm still going to go over it like one more time, just to make sure that what I've done is really right and it's really cool and really comes up nice. So I'm blending over every part that I've highlighted, and I'm doing it gently and easily and as simple as possible. I really like you guys to try most of these techniques out and send pictures of the outcome to me. That's what really brings me joy. Yeah, so as you can see, I went over it again with my beauty blender. So this is me using Fenty by Rihanna Hazelnut setting powder to set all of those parts that I have applied my highlighter. So I'm using a loose brush to do that. And the reason why I used a loose brush was because I just wanted to put some to set and just like dust off. I wanted it to be an easy dust off, because I didn't have intentions of wearing the makeup like for so long, and I wanted it to be as simple as possible. But I don't know what happened. I kind of I think I went overboard with my brush in a way, because the aim of using this particular brush was just to set a bit, not like do something serious. But the brush took in a lot of powder on this other side of my face, as you can see. So I just had to find a way to manage that, because that wasn't my intention. But since that happened, there was nothing to do. Can you see what I was saying? I went overboard, like the brush went overboard while I was applying. So I just had to find a way around it. Next time I'm going to take note of that. I think it's just from the way I picked my powder. That was what caused all of this. So I had to go over again to the other side to apply a bit more powder, so that everything looks balanced and equal. Yeah. I'm going over it again. I'm just setting my face since I'm still going to dust it off, so it's no biggie. And now I'm going to draw my brows. As you all know, I always say keep a trimmed brow. My brows are a bit trimmed, yeah. So it's just outlining my brows that is left. I outline the lower part first. I always try to look at my brow bone, then from there I draw my arc. This is kind of the easiest technique you can see, because if I ask you to start from the front, like most people won't get that. So that's why I always say find your brow bone first, try to draw an arc, a simple arc on that on your brow bone, then connect it with the top part, like with the start of your brows. Like it makes life easy for you. Then you brush it, like you feel it in and you brush it. Like it makes life easy for you, because starting from the beginning and now trying to draw it, a lot of people make mistake at that point. They actually want to draw the arc, they want you to see the C, but it's not necessary. Like no, it's not. So as you can see, my brow looks like flawless and beautiful already, like without even highlighting. Like that's just the beauty, like that makes it easy for you. So this is me using my foundation to correct the starting part of my brows, like the front part of my brows. Then for the brow bone, I'm using my concealer, which is Fawn, LA Girl in Fawn. This is just to make sure that the brow bone pops out, because like that's where people will want to see. Everybody is always like, okay, you can do makeup, let's see your brows. Like that calls attentions of most people. So whatever brow you're doing, ensure that your brow bone is popping as nice as possible. So can you see? Compare the two brows. Like although they look perfect before, but it looks better after highlighting and I blend. So this is my eyeshadow primer. It's LA Girl eyeshadow primer, and I've applied just a bit on my eyelid. Then I'm blending with my blending brush, just going over. I actually don't have intentions of doing any serious eyeshadow color. I'm looking forward to doing a simple but yet bold look. So that's what I'm trying to do, simple but yet bold look. So I'm just going over my primer with a brush. So as you can see, that's a powder palette, that's classic powder palette, and that's me using a loose brush on medium shade of classic palette powder. Look at how the powder is popping out. It's actually a powder that I'm using in my eyelid over to my eye crease, not an eyeshadow. It's just a powder. Can you guys see? And I'm just blending it over. I'm not going overboard with it. Like, I'm just doing it like just like the eyelid to the crease. That's just what I'm doing. Since I've already blended the brows to a particular part, I'm just doing like the rest of that part. I'm just trying to just use my powder to go over it. And as I've always said before, blending is the key for my brows. So now I have to line my eyes. I'm using my Egger and Esther to line my under eye. So I carefully do that using the mirror. I line the under eye. I do that gently and very carefully because my eyes is very delicate to me, and to the eyes is very important. So I just have to do that gently and ensure I achieve what I want, but also do it carefully. I'm also going to do the same thing to the other part of my eye. So it's just like lining like the eyelid, like the inner eyelid, not just the eyelid itself. Then now I'm using my Almay liquid liner for the top brows, for the top eye, for the top lid. I don't know. I'll figure out all of these things, like the right words. That's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to be writing everything down before doing a voiceover, so I don't make mistakes. Yeah. I'm just trying to achieve a very simple wing line. A very simple wing. Yeah. As simple as possible. And I'm connecting it with the lower liner. Going to do the same thing to the other eye. I'm using a mirror because I actually don't want to make mistakes. I ensure I go right, like to make sure that what I'm doing is done properly and correctly. Yeah. So now I'm going to apply my mascara using my Maybelline mascara on both my top and lower lashes, because my lashes are already stained with the powder and everything that has been going on my face. So I just have to use the mascara to brush it out to ensure it looks clean. So I'm going over my eye again with the liner just to ensure that what I've done is cool. Doing the same thing to the other eye as well. Ensuring that what I've done is good and looks cool. Just using a mirror to double check that. So I'm going over it again with my mascara, the under eye especially. Yeah, I want it to pop out, so I'm doing that again. Doing that again. See me checking, like, because I want to ensure that it's popping up properly. So I just have to check to be sure that what I'm doing is nice. It's cool. Yeah. This process can be I'm trying to get a very easy way to achieve this thing. Like I'm trying different ways to ensure I achieve using the mascara under my eye. And so now I'm going to be dusting off all of my setting powder with my loose brush. I'm doing this gently first because I know that a lot of powder has been accumulated, so I don't want everything dusting everywhere. Like, I don't want it dusting off everywhere. So I'm doing it gently at first, then I'll go over it again. Gently at first, like just to ensure that, okay, let me dust this thing off small. I'll go over it again. So now I'm going to contour my face I'm using my Zaron Face Definer Z15. So that's my cheek. Yeah, trying to locate my cheekbone just to make sure that I'm applying my contour in the right place. So that's me doing the powder contour, not a cream contour. And my blush, putting it a little bit over my contour. That's Classic blush palette, using 2 shades of like red, like deep red anyways, not the tomato red, no. This is just to add little color to my cheekbone. So after this, I'm gonna actually go over my face again with a bigger brush. Yeah, just ensuring that I'm blending everything properly, not that I just apply anything anyhow on my face. I'm just trying to blend it properly. Dusting it off. So that's my bareMinerals new. It's a new powder I just got, and I'm going to apply it all over my face, like every other part of my face that I didn't highlight or contour, just to make sure everything blends in properly. I'm using a loose brush as well, not super loose, a bit compacted, and it's a bit loose. It's one of the BH Cosmetics Blend and Sculpture, I think 2. Yeah, it's one of the brushes from that set. So I'm checking with the mirror because lighting can be a bit confusing. The lights could tell you this is what you're saying, and like in the long run it's something else that is actually there. So that's why I'm using the mirror, just to double check with what I can see on my camera, just to make sure that what I'm saying is actually what I want, not something else. I'm also do you notice that I'm also putting the powder by the side of my nose, like the places that I did not highlight. So I ensure to do all of these things just to avoid unnecessary attention on my face. I don't want to look weird. Nah, that won't be nice at all. That's my golden sugar makeup revolution. I dread the day that this bronzer is going to finish. Like, nah. So what do I do when I want to apply? I smile so that my cheekbone will pop, and I apply my bronzer on that region. I also apply on my chin, my forehead, like those spots where I highlighted. That's actually where I place my bronzer. I use a small brush for the brow bone and for my nose region, like very small loose brush. So I'm going over that my brow bone portion with that. Go to the other eyes and I do the same thing. Like when you see my makeup in the sun, you feel all of this glow, like where there is light, you see all the glow very well. But yeah, you might not really see the effect of the glow, but I can assure you I glow a lot. I glow well. So my lipstick, I was deciding which of these 2 to use. I had Nuban and I had one from, I can't remember where I got the other one from. It's called Baseline or something, red lipstick. But I ended up using the Nuban. I used it in lining and also filling. I started from the side of my lip and I went over to the other side as well. I lined and I fill. I ensure to fill every part properly before going to the top part. Give yourself a wide smile and that would help you line your lip properly. So that's what I just did, wide smile. And I also go to the top region of my top lip and do the same thing. I'm smiling and I'm using my lipstick to define my lip, like what the shape I want, and I'm filling. As you can see, I start from a portion of the lip, not that I just place it randomly, no. Depending on the type of lip you want to achieve, like most people want defined lips, so I want a defined lip. So that's why I'm going through this process of outlining first, so that it will help me define my lip. Yeah, and make sure my bronzer shows as well. So that's it. That is everything I have to do. Yeah. Look at the hot girl, hot lala. So guys, this is my final look. This is a simple but yet bold look. If you feel like you want something simple like an event, but you want something simple but yet bold and you have no idea of what to do, I think this makeup works well with you. This tutorial would work for you very well. If you don't want a red lip, you can actually change it to a bold pink or bold purple, since you don't have an eyeshadow color, so it's easy and it's convenient for you to just make your decision. I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button down below, and hope to see you guys soon. Have a great week. Bye.